So here we go. Getting ready for our heats. And it has been knocked down to 4 heats. So that would have meant that the 16th place car in qualifying is going to start on the pole for heat race number 1. And the man that won that lottery is the 82 of Dustin Griffiths. We are live on twitch.tv/elbowsuptv and the DOB Facebook page. Getting ready for race 2 here tonight. Current points leader Joshua Steinke does not look to be competing here tonight, so we're going to see a shake-up here in the point standings. Everybody loaded in. We're going to start to roll. It is Dustin Griffiths in the 82 on the pole and Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91 to the outside. Nathan Davis and Kendall Tucker. Kendall, of course, your quick qualifier, making up row number 2. Cole Newellhoffen and Dustin Sargent in row number 3. John Bragman and Brian Johnson, row number 4. And Brian Wax and Anthony Lepresto rounding out your field. I want to say that this is a very quick heat, which goes without saying since heat race number 1 has the fastest qualifiers out of all 4 heats. But get ready because these are some very quick drivers and cars. And we've got 10 laps to see which of these drivers will end up in the top 4 and moving on to tonight's A main. Pace truck's going to pull off. We're going to go green here. Coming out of turn 4, Dustin Griffiths has control of him. And he's going to go early. Good start there for Griffiths. Gets a good jump on Ernie Williams. Nathan Davis to the bottom of the track. Here comes Newellhoffen. They are 3 wide coming out of turn 2. That's the quick qualifier. Tucker on the outside of Davis trying to hold those guys down. Newellhoffen able to get around Davis, but Davis going to fight back on the bottom. Newellhoffen banging off the fence, making it work. Kendall Tucker now looking to the bottom. He's going to try to get Griffiths and Williams, but neither is going to work. Had to get that car pretty far sideways to stay off of the 82 car. Once more through 1 and 2. You can see how fast that car is, but he just cannot get it to stick where he wants it to make those passes work. Newellhoffen right on his rear bumper there. He's going to go to the inside of Tucker as Tucker tries to make that move. Now Newellhoffen getting that slide job in. Ernie Williams to the race lead. Griffiths, nothing he's able to do there. He's going to try to go to the top side through 1 and 2, see if he can get a run. He gets that run. To the bottom goes Griffiths. Slide job through 3 and 4. Problems for Tucker. He's around. Upside down, the quick qualifier. Caution is out. Tucker's got that thing back going. You can see the engine cowling gone from that car. Crash is going to start over here in turn number 3. He's going to slide up in front of Newellhoffen. Newellhoffen goes to the bottom. You saw there was contact there, but that was net code, ladies and gentlemen. When you and I don't know if I know I've got some friends out there that are watching that are not used to online racing. They're more familiar with the real deal. And you looked at that, you said they weren't even touching. How was that contact? They weren't touching, but we have a saying in iRacing. We call it net code contact right there. So what it was the server didn't really know the exact positioning of Newellhoffen and Tucker, and it just at one of those cars, wherever they were on their screen, didn't match up with where they were on our screen, and the sim said that there was actually contact there that we could not see. So the result of that contact is that Kendall Tucker went upside down into the rear of the field. We are going to get 1 lap here of green flag action to end this heat race. Newhoffen did not have to take ownership of that caution, so I guess the admins thought the same way that I did. A slide job is a slide job. There was contact, but when you're talking about net code like that, it's hard to be super mad at a guy because it looked like he was going to be clear. Nathan Davis currently in 4th place, the final transfer spot, but he's got Anthony Lepresto behind him. 1 lap here, white flag in the air. We are back green. Griffiths out front, going to try to hold off Williams. We're going to watch Nathan Davis, who's got Lepresto breathing down his neck. Here comes Lepresto to the top side. Newhoffen on Williams looking for 2nd. Griffiths is going to win, and Nathan Davis is going to hold on to 4th and transfer to tonight's A main. We talked about it, ladies and gentlemen. Leading into that, I'm sure Dustin Griffiths is the happiest man in America at the moment because he qualified 16th, which allowed him to hit the invert perfectly onto the pole in heat race number 1. He stayed in the top spot, and all of a sudden, Dustin Griffiths is going to start on the pole in tonight's A main. That is why qualifying is so important. That is why heat races are so important. And now he's got, to win the race, he doesn't have to pass anybody. He's just got to make sure people don't pass him. iRacing Mason, thank you for the follow, my friend. Appreciate that. We're getting ready to go green here in heat race number 2. Peyton Grease on the pole in the 292, and to the outside of him is James Tiernan in the 98. Brett Wheeler and Blake Majulis. Majulis, of course, winner of the first race of the evening here at the Eldora Speedway, so he'll be looking to make a clean sweep here in DOB 410 competition. Brennan Lacey and John Lowe make up row number 3. Gregory Tilson and Chris Roberts, row number 4. And rounding out your field in the 037 is Zach Kaiser. I actually, for the Eldora Speedway, I have the Dirt Vision cameras. That is what we are using right now, Presidential. I've got those cameras. I've got multiple other ones as well. So we are blessed with good cameras here tonight, which is good because we come from Limaland on Tuesday, which I absolutely hate the cameras. So here we go, going green here. Heat race number 2. Peyton Grease to the race lead. Tiernan on the bottom. Going to try to make a move here out of turn 2. That's the 39 of Majulis coming on the high side behind them. Tiernan going to try to slide up. Not going to be able to make that pass stick. Brett Wheeler currently in the 4th spot. Here comes Majulis up to the outside of Tiernan. Tiernan still trying to work that bottom. You can see it works for him a little bit. He's going to try to slide between Grease and Majulis. Not going to happen there. Ooh, problems for Majulis into the fence. I don't think there was contact there behind him with Tiernan. I would like to get a better look at that. We're not going yellow, however, so I think we're just going to have to live with it at the moment. So problems for Majulis puts him back to 7th place in this race. Out front, now the caution. Okay, so it's actually Majulis that brings out the caution. This is what brought out the caution here. Looks like that car stopped turning. Maybe the meatball flag, something happened there, so he parks it and just wasn't able to get off the racetrack quick enough. Kind of strange. But let's back it up here because I want to see that battle with Tiernan. Maybe we can pick up a different camera. Coming here through 1 and 2. Tiernan on the inside. Yeah, contact there with the 98. Sent Majulis into the fence. Glad we were able to go back and see that. I mean, it's a rather innocuous thing, but there's no doubt about it. That right rear of James Tiernan made contact with the 327 of Blake Majulis, sending him into the fence. And now Majulis, at the very least, has to go through the C main to make his way back forward. But hey, he did it already. The man has already done it. He come from the B main and won the A. So there you go. So we're going to see what happens here. We're going to have some green flag action actually next time by. Lights out on the pace truck. Right now, Peyton Grease out front. James Tiernan in 2nd. Brett Wheeler in 3rd. It is John Lowe in 4th right now, the final transfer spot. Doing quite well. Currently sitting in 5th, it is Brennan Lacey going to try to make a move here to earn his way in. Chris Roberts as well, right behind him. So this race is not over. Peyton Grease going to give him the green here. 3 laps to go left in this race. Watching the transfer battle as Wheeler comes off the wall and hits Lowe. Lowe's going to lose his front wing. You can see him at the bottom of the track. Serious contact there. That changes up the transfer battle immensely. Right now, Brennan Lacey has it, and Chris Roberts is the man that wants it. Roberts at the bottom of the track through 3 and 4, unable to make it work. White flag flies in this race. Roberts running out of time. Peyton Grease out front is going to win this race over James Tiernan. Brett Wheeler 3rd. And looks like Brennan Lacey holds on to 4th to be the final car transferring to the A main. Couple bits of unfortunate contact marring heat race number 2 there. Majulis and Jonathan Lowe being knocked out of transfer spots. But these are things that happen here at the Eldora Speedway when everybody's trying as hard as they possibly can. We are bringing heat race number 3 onto the racing surface now. Jason Randolph in the 047 is your pole sitter with the 71 of John Lepresto to his outside. Braden Eiler in the 005 and Billy Rowley, the Team SETI machine, outside of him. Robert Satterfield and Derek Layton make up row number 3, and William Duvall and Jordan Heck in row number 4. Rounding out your field in the 920 is Bruce Wright III. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our good friend William Duvall is in the Twitch chat here tonight. He's been hanging out with us, and I do want to let you know that the man starting in 7th place in this race is driving with 1 broken arm. Maybe not the smartest man we have ever met, but he's got dedication. So let's keep an eye on that 132. Let's see how a one-armed man works in an ass-kicking contest here. That Racer 1000, thank you for the follow, my friend. Appreciate all the new viewers that we got right here staying up late with us. We're going green with heat race number 3. 10 laps the distance, top 4 will advance. Off of turn number 4, Jason Randolph is going to lead them down. Here we go. Rough start for Lepresto. That gives Eiler 2nd place, and Billy Rowley's going to try to follow him through in the middle of the race course. Good run for Billy there through the middle of the track. He's going to get around Lepresto, but can he slide up in front of him? Looks like no. Yes, now he's going to get that pass to stick. Lepresto goes to the bottom of the track. Now he's battling with Satterfield as Braden Eiler goes for the race lead on Randolph. He's going to make it work. Here comes Lepresto back around Billy Rowley. Rowley in the middle of the track. They're 3 wide right in front of Randolph. They're coming off of turn number 2. Rowley has the position. And to the inside of him, Lepresto's trying to find his way around. Satterfield now around Randolph. He's going to take the final transfer spot. Here comes Rowley for 2nd place on Lepresto. Getting wild here in heat race number 3. Randolph from the pole, now sitting in 5th. He's going to go to the inside, trying to find something to work here on Satterfield. Clearly that car not doing what he wants it to do. Derek Layton trying to make his way around that white car so that he can take a shot at 4th place. Looks like he's going to slide up in front of Randolph there. Randolph's going to try to battle back. Laps winding down here. Satterfield not really making a gap on these cars, though. So they're going to have a shot. Randolph with a big slider there. Layton working the outside of the 047. Out front, Eiler and Rowley are trying to put some distance on Lepresto. Rowley might have even closed the gap there through 1 and 2 a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye right here, see if Satterfield can hold on, but I do want to make sure that we don't have a race for the lead, which we do. 2 laps left in this race. Billy Rowley's trying to run down the race leader. Kinzer Sim Team Machine and Braden Eiler out front at the moment. Rowley with only a few corners left here to make a move stick. Not going to happen for him. Braden Eiler's going to take the race win. Rowley, LaPresto, and coming home in 4th is the 255 of Robert Satterfield. William Duvall, broken arm and all, comes home in 8th. That should place him into the C main, if I am not mistaken. And we are going to go live here with heat race number 4, the final heat race of the evening. 10 laps to distance once again. Top 4 will advance to the A main. Everybody else to the B and the C. Once again, on the pole of a heat race here tonight, it is Tropical Storm Mason Hannigan. And to his outside in the 31, Tyson Landis. Kyle Stoltz inside row number 2 with Jeffrey Stewart and the Elbows Up Sim Sport Machine. Alexander Balducci and Dustin Helms make up row number 3 with Jonathan Smith and Alex Bison, row number 4. And Nathan Kropaszewski rounding out your field in the 388. Zardul the Great saying the track feels so much better, still not doing well. That's all right, my friend. Got to get that experience. If anybody wants to send William Duvall, the man with the broken arm, a setup, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Going green here, right here for heat race number 4. Mason Hannigan leading him down. Team Setty's Landis settling into 2nd spot there as Kyle Stoltz works the inside. Jeffrey Stewart has a battle there for the transfer spot. Alexander Balducci trying to get around him. Stewart's holding him off for the moment. See that rising sun decal on the front of Balducci's car. I think that means he likes a good bonsai. Not this time, though. Everybody being respectful. That 9 car coming forward. Dustin Helms. Heard some contact there at the back of the field. I do believe that Kropaszewski had some issues there, but we are still green. This is the race for the transfer spot. Right now, Balducci with the slider to take it away from Jeffrey Stewart. Starting to see some action back at the front, but Stewart taking that 4th place spot back. Let's go out front just for a second. Look at Tyson Landis battling for the race lead. The winner of this race will start outside 2nd row in the A main, so very important. It'll be the difference between 4 spots here. Ooh, contact there between Stoltz and the SETI driver. Landis able to hold on to it. Kropaszewski, the lap car, on the inside, staying out of the way. Balducci has gotten around Jeffrey Stewart for that transfer battle. Dustin Helms now to the inside of these guys. Stewart with a big slider down in 1 and 2. He makes it stick. Balducci's going to try to back to the inside, unable to make that happen. You saw that car get loose. Just couldn't exactly time it right. Had too much speed coming up to the 72 car. Jeffrey Stewart making that slider work. Out front, Hannigan looking at the white flag here. Landis trying to do battle with him. Up on the cushion, unable to do anything through 1 and 2. Landis going out of existence. Let's hope he comes back. White flag. Here comes Hannigan. He's going to take a heat race win. I think Landis is 2nd, but they're showing Kyle Stoltz, Jeffrey Stewart in 3rd, and Dustin Helms right now in 4th. I don't know if Landis had a actually had a disconnect there, but they are not showing him as finishing that race. So unfortunate there for the Team SETI driver coming off of turn 4, blinked out of existence, and quite possibly could have had. Yeah, they got him in the C main. I think he disconnected from the server there, and that's unfortunate because he's not going to be able to get connected back before this C main goes off. Only a minute for these drivers to get ready for the race, and I don't think that's going to give him enough time. So really bad break for Tyson Landis. Thank you, Mr. Wheeler. I appreciate that. Sardul the Great fell off the ladder, huh? Yeah, these things happen. Currently waiting to see if Tyson gets back in the lobby. Jesse Bandy as well. Still trying to get onto the racing surface, but not going to make the call. So the C main here going to take the track. Top 4 from the C main are going to move on. Starting lineup going to look a little bit like this. In the 20, it is John Lowe on the pole with the 39 of Jordan Hack to the outside. Jonathan Smith and Dustin Sargent make up row number 2. Blake Majulis and William Duvall the second in row number 3. Brian Wax to the outside of row number 4 as Zach Kaiser will push up to the inside with Landis being gone. And then Bruce Wright, Nathan Kropaszewski, and Kendall Tucker rounding out your field. Watch that Tucker car. We know how fast he is. Quick qualifier here tonight, having to start dead last in the C main. I have a feeling that's not where he's going to finish. So we will keep an eye on that car. Marjulis also in this race, winner of race number 1 here tonight. So the Swindell Speed Lab drivers with a lot of work to do, but we know they're fast enough to do it. Going green here, 10 laps the distance. Top 4 will advance. Ooh, problems at the back of the field. That's Duvall getting upside down. He's got that thing back on 4 wheels. Going to keep on going, so we're going to stay green. But now another crash on the front stretch. That is the 63 of Jonathan Smith, and the caution flag will wave. Ooh, Smith running third there. Contact with Jordan Hack. Not really anywhere for him to go. Trying to thread that needle. But the hole closed up, and that's going to be the end of the night there for Jonathan Smith. So we're going to reset here. Low out front, Hack in second. Marjulis, Wax, top 4. Those are the guys in the transfer spots. Kendall Tucker up 5 positions. He's sitting 8th right now, so he's still got to get 4 more to find his way into the A main. Looks like Tucker now scored in 7th, because I do believe Jordan Hack is going to be hit with an end-of-line penalty. So Jordan Hack is going to go back to the end of the line here, claiming that caution and contact with the 63 of Smith. So that changes things up. That means Kendall Tucker only needs to get 3. Move Zach Kaiser into a transfer spot right now, and Dustin Sargent right now as the odd man out. But we're going to go green this time. Low with the lead. Right in front of race 1 winner Blake Majulis. Going green here. We're on lap 6. Margulis with a great run. He's going to go to the bottom of the racetrack here. Taking that lead down the backstretch. Big slider into turn 3. He's got it. Around John Lowe, and he's going to try to make a gap. Watching Kendall Tucker. He's got a big slider in on the 4th position. He's going to hold it as well. I think he got 2 cars there. And we're going to go caution once again. Keep an eye here. See what happens to Kropaszewski. See Tucker with the big slider. He gets Sargent and Kropaszewski there through 1 and 2. Then Tucker's going to come down on the front stretch. There you see Kropaszewski spinning out, coming out of turn 4. That's what brought out the caution. So Kendall Tucker moved into 4th spot, and that is going to earn him a transfer here. I do not believe we are going back green here in the C main. So the way it should shake out is your race winner, Blake Margulis. 2nd place belongs to John Lowe. 3rd place, Brian Wax. And 4th place, Kendall Tucker, moving forward into tonight's B main. Yeah, Zardul, when you get that damage, it's basically a done deal there. One more lap under caution to finish this one off. So give the C main to Margulis. And we're going to see if he can make his way through the B once more. He did it in race 1. Took it all the way to the front and won it. But it only gets harder as you go. 13 cars going to start the B main. 8 cars are going to advance to the A. So we're going to send 5 of these cars home for the evening. And the rest are going to have a shot at the 35-lap feature here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. So we're getting loaded up here for 12 laps in tonight's B main. Starting on your front row to the inside in the number 57, it is Anthony Lepresto. And to his outside, our admin that we trust, Chris Roberts, Derek Layton, and Alexander Balducci in row number 2, and John Bragman and Gregory Tilson, row number 3. Jason Randolph and Alex Bison make up row number 4 with Brian Johnson and Blake Margulis, row number 5. John Lowe and Brian Wax, row 6, and then Kendall Tucker rounding out your field. Right now, that man in the 2, Alex Bison, has the final transfer spot. He's got to hold off 2 Swindell Speed Lab Chargers. See if he can make it happen. Like Brian Johnson blinked out of existence there. That's going to push John Lowe up a row, which is going to help him out a little bit. We're going to go green this time by Anthony Lepresto and Chris Roberts, leading them down for 12 laps. Top 8 move on to the A main. Lepresto has him, and we are green. Good start for Anthony. He's got Roberts to the inside, however. Roberts really sticking it through the middle there. Going to pull the slider in turn 3. Can Lepresto fight back? Not going to happen right now. Really impressed with how Roberts' car is working through the middle lane there. You can see behind them, Randolph fighting it out. Looks like the 39 there of Margulis already up to 6th. I am showing Kendall Tucker off the racetrack as well, so he had some contact there that took him out of contention, but no caution flag came out. So unfortunate for Kendall Tucker. Rough race here tonight. Taking quick time before having trouble in his heat, and now ending his night in the B main. We are watching Blake Margulis making his way forward in this race. We seen him come to the front in the C main and take the victory. Now he's coming to the front in the B. That Swindell Speed Labs car is on a rail at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, and he is not giving up until he takes victory once more. Margulis on the high side. Lepresto looking to make that pass stick. Looked like he was going to have room to get around the outside. Not sure if that was more netcode or just the things closed up on him. But Margulis found the outside retaining wall, and that slowed him up. Let's take a look back here at the transfer battle. Right now, Brian Wax in the 114 has it. John Bragman is in the pits, so looks like all 8 of these cars are going to transfer now, because all of the rest have made their way to the pits. We talked about Tucker. Everybody else finding some damage as well. So Brian Wax can rest easy, but we've got a race out front. Lepresto now giving way to Margulis. Chris Roberts trying to battle back. Margulis is going to take the race lead there through turn 2. Lepresto now battling back here for 2nd spot. I got to tell you, Margulis looking very, very good. 1 win in the bag tonight. Trying to make it a clean sweep. So far, so good. He's got the lead of the B main. Looking at the white flag this time. Lepresto in 2nd. Roberts 3rd. Everybody spread out behind them. But the man of the hour at the moment, Blake Margulis, coming off of turn 4. He's going to take victory here in the B main. It's like Brian Wax going to come home in 7th. Do believe it is Jason Randolph going to finish in 8th to transfer on to the A main. And we are getting ready to fire up a 2-minute warm-up session here for all the drivers of the A main to get a little bit of practice before the 35-lap feature. Watching the 36 of Nathan Davis right now. Ooh, big crash there. It's going to mess everybody up trying to get their practice laps in. Cole Newhoff, the man that goes to the top of the timesheets early on. James Tiernan 2nd, Davis 3rd. Billy Rowley right now sitting in 3rd on the timesheets. You see that top starting to get thinner. We saw how rough the cushion got there in race number 1. It bit a lot of drivers. Billy's car looking pretty good right now. You see Brett Wheeler hanging on the fence there. 2nd place goes Billy Rowley. Newellhoffen getting a little fun in. 15 seconds left in this practice session. He is currently P1. Rowley 2nd. 3rd quick is Braden Eiler. Not everybody getting laps in, however. as the warm-up completes. And now it is time for race number 2. Appreciate everybody staying up late with us. We are live on twitch.tv/elbowsuptv, as well as the DOB Facebook page. Whole system turned off on Brian there. That's unfortunate. We saw a couple of guys struggling with that. Landis had that problem. Really unfortunate to have that happen. Look at this front row here. On the pole in the 82, it is Dustin Griffiths, and to his outside in the 292, it's the Shark, Peyton Grease. Braden Eiler inside row number 2 in that Kinzer Sim team. And to his outside, it is the Tropical Storm, Mason Hannigan. Cole Newhoffen and James Tiernan make up row number 3. Billy Rowley and Kyle Stoltz, row number 4. Ernie Williams Jr. and Brett Wheeler, row number 5. Jonathan Lepresto, Jeffrey Stewart, Nathan Davis, Brennan Lacey, Robert Satterfield, Dustin Helms, Blake Majulis and Anthony Lepresto, Chris Roberts and Derek Layton, Alex Bison, Alexander Balducci, Jason Randolph, and Brian Wax, your field here for the A main. Keep an eye on Marjulis, starting 17th in this race. If he's anything like race number 1, we're going to see him come forward. We got 35 laps of racing action, ladies and gentlemen, from the virtual Eldora Speedway. Kicking it off right here, Dustin Griffiths bringing him down to the green flag with a great start. He's going to bring Braden Eiler with him here into second place. You can see behind them Billy Rowley to the inside. He's getting around Tiernan, and the caution flag waves. Problems for Jeffrey Stewart. He's trying to get that car turned around. Not going to happen. Going to have to give up there. Let's watch the start here. He's on the outside of Lepresto. Not a great start for Jeffrey. He goes down into turn 1, going to get turned around. I think that was Brennan Lacey making contact there with Jeffrey Stewart. Lots of problems coming after that. Dustin Helms getting some of that as well. Looks like Lepresto and Marjulis making it through there. Up to 14th is Marjulis. Going to keep an eye on that. There is Helms. I don't think he went a lap down. Should be able to get around the pace truck here in a second. White flag lap goes to lap 38. Yellow flags do not count here. Caution laps, I'm sorry, do not count in DOB competition. Top 10 right there. That is Peyton Grease in 3rd. 10th place belongs to Brett Wheeler.
10.
So we're going to go green this time here. Dustin Griffiths with the race lead. Going to lead him down off of 4. Good start for Griffiths. Got a jump on Eiler there. You can see Rowley and Tierney to the inside. Problems for Peyton Grease. He's going to make contact with Mason Hannigan. Rowley to the top side of the track. Here comes Griffiths with a half spin in front of the field. I don't know how everybody missed him, but the race leader now going backwards. You can see 4 wide behind them. Peyton Grease, Mason Hannigan, Billy Rowley, and James Tiernan doing battle as the caution comes out. Gonna see what we can see here. Nathan Davis is tracking sideways. Looks like he's gonna find some contact here with the fence. It's going to turn him around in front of Satterfield. He makes contacts with Margulis, who gets into this crash. Satterfield, Randolph, bunch of cars in there. Looked like Margulis was able to continue on, but he's going to lose a lot of spots there. And actually, Blake Margulis, our winner from race number 1, pulls it into the pits. He is done for the evening. Nathan Davis, Satterfield in there as well. I think that's Randolph too. Nope, Randolph's still out there. Not sure who that white car is in the pits. We're going to get back going here with live video. White flag lap goes to lap 41. Braden Eiler, your race leader. Mason Hannigan, James Tiernan now running third. Billy Rowley in fourth. Fifth place belongs to Peyton Grease, Newellhoffen, Ernie Williams Jr., Kyle Stoltz. Ninth is Brett Wheeler, and 10th, John Lopresto. Eiler out front. Tropical Storm Mason Hannigan in second. We're going green this time. Lap 41, now your white flag lap. Here we go, Eiler. Great start. Tiernan now taking a look to the inside of Hannigan in turn 1. Tiernan all the way on the bottom, finding that moisture down there. Worked for him right there. Billy Rowley getting a little crossed up off of 2, but he's holding on to 4th place. The caution flag once again flying here. Let's see if we can see Derek Layton there. Making contact with Chris Roberts. He spins after additional contact from Randolph. That's what brings out the caution. So we move the white flag lap back to lap 44. Braden Eiler, your race leader. Mason Hannigan in second. You see the big movers right now. Everybody in the top 4 up a couple of positions. Not sure why Peyton Grease, Wheeler, and Lopresto's names aren't being picked up by the software here. Didn't have any issues with that in race 1. And God knows it, we're going to see issues with it in race 2. Why not, right? So we're going to go green this time by Braden Eiler. Has control of the field. Got a good start last time. We'll see what he can do. Tiernan had a good start as well. Took a look to the inside of Mason Hannigan. See if he can replicate that here as we go to lap 14. Great start for Hannigan there. He's going to stay close with Eiler. Behind them, Cole Newellhoffen is making his way forward. He's going to try to do battle with Billy Rowley here. Ooh, Rowley into the fence. He's going to lose that spot to Newellhoffen. Now through the middle of the track, he's got Peyton Grease and Ernie Williams Jr. breathing down his neck. Ooh, problems for Tiernan into the fence. That's going to push the 91 into the back of Newellhoffen. These guys battling it out. That's going to give Rowley back the 3rd spot. Newellhoffen once more going around him on the outside. You see Tiernan, one of the only drivers working the bottom. Brett Wheeler down there as well. And the caution flag will fly once again. See if we can locate the reason for the caution. See those two cars getting together there. It looks like Dustin Griffiths, the pole sitter, having more issues there. coming out of turn 2 over the cushion into the fence. Ow, contact with Randolph. That car flipped for a long ways. So that is going to be it for the pole sitter. Not the way he wanted his night to go. But we don't always get a choice. White flag lap goes to lap 47. Getting ready to work lap 19 here. Newhoffen now in 3rd. Rowley 4th. Ernie Williams Jr. in 5th. Tiernan, who had moved up. He was running 3rd there for a moment. Now back to 6th. Braden Eiler going to lead him down once more. Restart here on lap 20. We've got 27 laps left in this race. See if we can get some green flag action going. Hannigan with another good start there. Going to hold firm. Billy Rowley, the only car working the bottom. Ernie Williams Jr. going to get around him. Here comes Peyton Grease down there. Williams looking very racy. He's going to look to make a move here on Newhoffen. Gives him some room. Right now in 4th is Williams. You can see Tiernan trying to make a move on Rowley. Brett Wheeler working the bottom pretty well right now. Kyle Stoltz making a little bit of contact with the 79. Those boys able to sort it out. Go back out front. Braden Eiler with the lead. Mason Hannigan now been passed by Newhoffen, but he's going to try to get him back. Good slider there from Mason Hannigan. Newhoffen once more with the over-under. Mason down to the bottom of the track. These two guys trading him back and forth. Fantastic racing here in race number 2 between the Tropical Storm and Newhoffen. That Kinzer team showing their worth here in race number 2. Top 2 positions right now. Ernie Williams looks to change that, however. Trying to do battle there with Newhoffen. He's got the outside lane over Hannigan. Hannigan's going to try to slide up, but squeezing through is the 91. Williams with control of 3rd spot now. Sets his sights on the 11. Go a little farther back in the field here. This was where the battle was. Rowley in 8th spot, starting to settle down there. I want to take a look at that car right there, Brett Wheeler. One of the only cars making the bottom work. He's starting to move up now. But into 6th spot is Brett Wheeler. Doing quite well. James Tiernan. And we've got more racing going on here. 2nd place, Newhoffen. Getting passed by Ernie Williams. Back around him with the slide job. Williams to the bottom of the track and a drag race down the front straightaway. This is where we like to see that track wearing out. Because as you can see, there's multiple racing lines and options for these guys. Makes for great racing here. These guys have traded positions for the last 3 laps. Caution flag waves, however. No chance I'm going to be able to find this one. Eiler making his way through lap traffic. There you can see one car into the fence. Able to continue on. Not sure where the caution came in there. I'm sure Eiler didn't really want to see that caution. He had a big lead. It was Billy, was it? Yeah, you are absolutely right. Let's see if we can back it up here. See what happened to the 79. Spinning out in front of Lepresto, backing it into the fence. He gets the car back on 4 wheels, but as you can see, Meatball Flag takes over. So white flag lap goes to lap 50. Top 10 looks like this. Look at Anthony Lepresto and Roberts there, up 10 positions to 8th and 9th respectively. 6th place belongs to Brett Wheeler. Ernie Williams Jr. now with a shot. And we're talking about Eiler. Probably didn't want to see that caution come out because that's going to close the gap here to 2nd place. Williams is going to have a chance to get around that 005. Eiler on the start. Saw those guys take a couple of different lines. Eiler went down the racetrack. Williams stayed on the top. Worked well for both drivers, actually. Boy, Williams is locked in. Here he comes to the bottom of the track for the race lead. The Black Diamond driver with the slide job. Doesn't leave Eiler any room, so Eiler does the over-under. He's going to return the favor in turn 3. Let's see if Williams can do anything with him. Eiler with a good run there off of 4. Contact behind them. Trying to see. There was a green car. That was Wheeler. Oh, no. Brett was having a great run. Here comes Lepresto. Those 2 cars make contact down the front straightaway and then go flipping into turn 1. That was Helms that came through. Wheeler's car not turning like it was. Do believe he will be going a lap down there. And into the pits goes Brett Wheeler. That's unfortunate. Had a really good run going. Another caution-filled race here. It's given us plenty of storylines. White flag lap goes to lap 53 now. This race is starting to wind down. Roberts up 12 positions now, up to 7th. Peyton Grease in 8th. John Lepresto in 9th. See, a couple of these cars have damage. They've been limping around the racetrack, but they're gaining points right now. Jeffrey Stewart was the man that brought out the first caution flag of this race, but he's still out there turning laps, and he's up to 17th. It's important when you only got 7 races in this championship here. So Eiler with the race lead. We're going to have 12 laps left. So we're winding it down here. Ernie Williams Jr. in 2nd. Going to try that high line on the restart once again. Newhoff in 3rd. Hannigan. All of them right there. Tiernan in 5th. Williams stalking that 005. You see how rough the cushion is getting. Listen to the throttle control here as these guys are threading the needle on the high side. Williams is waiting to make his move. He's heard him lift there as Eiler had a little bit of an issue through that corner. He wants to make sure he can complete the pass before he pulls out a line. That way Newhoffen doesn't get a run on him. You can hear Newhoffen as well. Actually, looks like that. The car of Newhoffen falling back a little bit. Tiernan now moves into 4th. He's trying to run down the 11 car. But it's the race for the lead that holds the most drama for us right now. Eiler starting to build the gap there. We might see a little bit of lap traffic here before we get to the end of this race. But Eiler doing everything he needs to do here. Go a little farther back. Find Mason Hannigan doing battle with James Tiernan for fourth place, sorry. Caution flag waves. That's going to shake things up. Looks like that was behind him. Ah, it's the 114 car with issues. Brian Wax doing battle with Helms there. Helms comes across the track making contact with Wax, and that's heavy impact into the turn 4 wall. Ooh, and then coming back across the track. Is that Brennan Lacey, I think, getting some serious damage, and then the leaders came through, so that was a wild bit there for a moment. White flag lap now moving to lap 56. Take a look at that top 10. 8th place belongs to Peyton Grease. 9th place right now is John Lepresto. But you can see Ernie Williams Jr. right there. Chris Roberts, your big mover of the race. Jason Randolph also up 13 spots. We're going to restart this race with 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting right down to the nitty-gritty. Appreciate you hanging out with us, staying up late. It's been a wild evening, a lot of caution flags, going to be a lot of hurt feelings, but Braden Eilers might not be if he can finish this race strong. Great start for Williams. He got a really good one. Eiler on the high side of the track. Williams has got to run. He's going to bang off the wall, down under the 005. Eiler trying to make that position back. Big slide job through 1 and 2. Williams going to duck under him off of turn 2. Move Ernie Williams Jr. to the race lead. Braden Eiler in second. Nothing he can do about it, having to watch that 91 car go into the distance. He's going to stay with it, though. Slide job through 1 and 2, not going to stick. James Tiernan around Newhoffen for third. Looks like Mason Hannigan going to try to make a move. Looked like Newhoffen got into the fence, maybe a little bit of damage on that car. He's not giving up, however. We're watching Eiler, who's got to feel pretty helpless at the moment. Ernie Williams walking away right now, but the caution comes out. Peyton Grease there getting turned around. See a 3-wide battle with Lepresto and Stoltz going into 1. Grease is going to go to the bottom of the track. Yeah, a little loose there for Peyton, running out of room with the other 2 cars who also spin into turn 3. So big incident there. Bringing out another caution. Have to see how this shakes out. I think that's going to land us a green-white checkered for the finish. Lights going out on the pace truck on lap 57. Yes, indeed. Green-white checkered finish for all the marbles here. Race number 2 of the DOB WoO 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. Marjulis was the man that took race number 1 out early in this feature. But it is Ernie Williams Jr. who has passed 8 cars to the front of this field, and he's got 1 restart left to see if he can win it. He held on for a late restart there. Eiler tried to get a good jump there to the inside. Chris Roberts was the man that got a really good start there to the outside. You can see him 3 wide behind him. Tiernan is the man, odd man out there down the backstretch. Caution is out once more. And these guys are slowing down, so we're not racing to the finish. They were 4 wide there for a moment, and somehow they were not the ones that brought out the caution. Helms off the top side, making contact with Peyton Grease. Bringing out the yellow. So we should have, yeah, Roberts has come forward like quite a bit. Look at that, 16 positions. Randolph up 16 as well. We talked about Williams, 8 positions up. Roberts had a really good restart there. We'll see if he can duplicate that here. I mean, he's got a shot. I think anybody in that top 3 has a shot here. Should be another green-white checkered here. Dirt Dog, thank you for the follow, my friend. We're going to finish it off here in race number 2. Ernie Williams Jr., the leader. Green-white checkered finish coming at you from the virtual Eldora Speedway. DOB 410 competition, green once more. Not a great start for Roberts, but Eiler did have a good start. Following Williams on the high side. Williams looking at the white flag this time. Here we go. Eiler catching to the rear of that 91. He's going to go to the bottom here through 1 and 2. It might have hurt him a little bit. Slide job incoming. Williams to the top of the track off of 4. He's going to take the victory. Eiler comes home in second, and Cole Newhoffen rounding out your top 3. There was a caution there on the final lap, but if you take the white flag, we do race to the end. So the race is official. You see Eiler making contact with the inside wall there on the final lap. He got a really good run off of 4 and had Williams right on his back bumper. Tried to make the maneuver. Look at him catch that inside fence. Probably wasn't going to be able to pull level with him anyway, but that did throw him off a little bit. And that was the difference right there. You could see it, top 3 in this race on the front stretch. We're going to get these guys into the broadcast booth. So let's talk to second place Braden Eiler. Braden, not exactly what you were looking for here. Not quite the top step of the podium. Late race pass there by Ernie Williams, earning him the win. Talk to us about how that car was doing. You know, you were out front by a long ways early on, then the caution flag come out. Was that what really cost you there?
Yeah, kind of. I'll do better in the longer runs, and kind of towards the end there, started getting a lot of short runs, and that's kind of, I'm better in the longer runs, so I knew Ernie was going to be able to give me a challenge there once we started getting cautions. I know he's always really good here, and he always drives me clean, but he just drove a better race with me in the end, and he got the podium. I got the bottom step.
Right there at the end on that final restart, you were able to catch him as you guys took the white flag and make him move there in between 1 and 2. Did you feel like you were going to have a good shot at getting him there? I see a little bit of contact there with the inside wall going into 3. Talk to us about that final restart.
Yeah, I was trying to wait for 3 and 4 to go for the slider. 1 and 2, you really never get a run on the exit of there, so you're just pretty much just wasting your time and your momentum if you throw a slider there. So I was gonna try to wait for 3 and 4, and on the first lap I didn't really get the opportunity to go for it. And if I did, it would have been really close and not very smart. And second lap, I kind of bobbled there and exited two, and I tried to turn under him and see if I get a run, but I didn't really get much of a run, and he kind of shut the door on me. So he definitely drove a better race than I did at the end. So props to him.
Well, he had a fast car. Not exactly the finish that he wanted, but still, second place pretty good here in the early part of the season. Congratulations, Braden. It was fun watching you, and good luck going forward.
Yeah, thanks. It's definitely better luck than I've been having recently. You see the first race, but yeah, thanks to you for stepping up and putting the broadcast on. Yeah, I know DOB lost the broadcast sponsor from last season, and thanks to you guys for stepping up, taking part, giving the fans a place to watch, and also something so we can go back and watch and see what we messed up, and just look for a good broadcast commentary. But yeah, thanks to everyone who puts this on, DOB, you guys. Thanks for the Racing Network for supporting me, and also thanks to huge thanks to Wicked Cushion, all the guys over there at the Wicked Cushion Esports. They all work together, and definitely is a good deal. Thanks to Order Tire, Rockstar Productions, and all my teammates, Kinsey Racing Sim Team, really good guys, and also the Elbows Up Sin Sport Discord. They're fun guys to hang with.
Well, we appreciate the kind words. It's a real privilege to get to call these races, and it was a privilege tonight to watch you guys do battle. Ernie Williams Jr., the man on the top step of the podium tonight, made his way forward. 8 cars you had to pass, Ernie, to get up to the front, but you did exactly what you wanted to do. Talk to us about that car, man. It seemed like you could do whatever you wanted with it.
Yeah, the car was great. We missed the setup a little bit right in there. Nate had his dialed down a little bit, and I stuck with a little something different. And I missed the setup in the first race. My car wasn't that good in the first race, so we tweaked on a little bit, and I got it better. And I started 9th. I knew with Braden starting up front, if it would stayed green, he no doubt he'd have checked out. I mean, he was there first half of the race. He probably had a good, healthy lead. And I just needed a caution at the right time, and luckily I was in second place when that caution come out, and it just gave me enough time to where I could work on him. I felt like I had a better car than he did, especially towards the end, and it was just right, it just matter of getting around him. He got loose coming out too one time, and I had a little bit of run, and luckily I got by him, and I could manage to hold him off. And there towards the end, he made a little run on me because I'm not very good at team restarts, but other than that, he's a great driver. He races me clean all the time. And it seems like me and him, like he said earlier, it just seems like it comes down to me and him here an awful lot here lately, last few months.
And that's really what you want, right? You get this top level of competition here in the DOB league. You end up running with great race car drivers to the end of this race, and you passed a lot of cars to get there. That's about the perfect mixture for a race win, isn't it? Trading slide jobs to make this deal happen.
Absolutely, it makes for a good broadcast, and like I said, it's always fun running with Braden, even with Cole and everybody around. Most of them guys, are clean drivers. Main accidents happen here and there. What I mean, and we got some guys that maybe need a little bit more practice on the slick, but all in all, we're a good group of guys. They race everybody clean. What I mean, it's fun racing around them guys. Like I said, you can expect to get their best, and they're good. They got that pro license for a reason. I mean, anytime you can beat any of them guys, it makes for a good night.
Well, you keep driving like that, you're going to be in contention for that pro license next time that qualification runs around. Congratulations tonight, Ernie Williams. Fantastic racing, and hope to see you doing quite well as we go forward in this DOB 410 season.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk to the third place driver, Cole Newhoffen. Cole, a little bit of bad luck bit you there in the first race, but you're able to bounce back with a top 3 here in race number 2. Talk to us about how hard it was to stay up there, because it looked like you went back and forth, a lot of beating and banging and having some fun out there, huh?
Yeah, it was just a huge slider battle. Just with Mason and Ernie and them. Like 10 laps straight, just a slider. Every corner was coming at you. You just had to, when you saw it, just set it sideways, turn under him, and send it back at him, and just do that over and over and over again, and try not to hit the wall. I just need a little bit forward forward bite on the cushion just to get me to turn off the corner a little bit better. But otherwise, it was pretty good.
Yeah, and they talked to us about this track as well, because Eldora doesn't always give us that great racing like we saw here tonight. But you know, the idea behind not resetting the racetrack is letting the track get a little slick, make it a little more complicated for these drivers, make them work a little harder, and it clearly worked here tonight.
Yeah, it was a fun race. I mean, Eldora sometimes, like in 3 and 4, the cushion would get pretty rough, and it just like driving over speed bumps, and you just try not to. The moment you hit a bump, just turn left as far as you can so you don't go flying into the wall. But otherwise, it was fun.
Well, it's good to see you get a good finish out there. I'm sure you want a little bit more, but we always got next week, and with you running like that, I'm sure that gives you some confidence going forward, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been having some bad luck in the heat races. Seems like I'm doing alphabet soup pretty much every time I get in a race. But otherwise, I'm getting pretty good top 5 finishes every time I'm here. I'm tired of these second and thirds. I need.
Well, I'm sure that top step is coming here soon. You keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations on a 3rd place finish, and we'll see you next week, hopefully to do a little better.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank my teammates at Kinza Racing Sim Team. They're great people to work with. They know what they're doing. We just work off each other. Did okay in the Pro Series. We could have done a lot better, but we'll be prepared next time. Just like to thank sponsors Mozilla Transportation, Race on Texas, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, Border Tire, DRC Chassis, Southern Pacific Farms, and Profile.
There you have it right there. You know, we talked about that Kinzer Sim Team. Couple of cars right up there all night long. Swindell Speed Labs were the guys to beat in race number 1, and then the Black Diamond gets the job done. But it was a heck of a lot of fun. Congratulations, guys. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I want to thank everybody for staying up late, having fun with us. I'm seeing in the chat, best dirt racing I've ever seen. Dirt Dog hit the follow button just because of it, and we're glad to hear it. I told you guys the DOB is where it's at when it comes to dirt racing on iRacing